Obviously, he's pretty much won most things, and then you have Aidan Beamish, who's a new element to this team this year, but are already showing that the glue is there, the communication is there, and no matter what horse they bring into their team, they're always quite competitive. So.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what these guys do. They never really go slow, but this is the foundation run. There's 3 speeds in horseboarding: steady, fast, fast, and fast, fast. We'd usually expect steady, fast to start, but here we go now. It is Dead Pigeon, Charlie Boss on top of Randy Boom as they go into corner 1. This course is completely changed. You can see the grip is completely different from yesterday as they go around corner 1, Ross. Now looking for the diagonal straight away as they come through, and Aidan looks really smooth on that road.
Yeah, so far so good, Tom, and Randy Boom striding out nicely. This is still one of 3 rotational runs, ladies and gentlemen, so each team generally builds up as Dead Pigeon goes through the chicane, coming out there very smoothly. This speed, Tom, is looking very controlled, and on the 90, what's the split time?
Split time, 35 seconds. Keep that in mind because that'll get important. I think this team are looking to get a fast run before the course starts to actually get rutted. As they come around the top, now this is all they've got to do. They've just got to go for the finish. Ladies and gentlemen, they are going to set down a blistering run for their first one, and it is the team of Dead Pigeon with a time of 54.45 seconds. I think that's going to be hard to keep.
I think that's a pretty good marker. I think it can be beaten, but I think, that's not, I think they have a bit more on them, Tom, but only a little bit. You're right, I think that's a really good marker for the rest of the teams to go on.
Right, so coming out now, we've got the team of Top and Tail. They haven't yesterday been able to keep up. They're going to have to do one run per heat, which is the size of the course. The course is dramatically smaller than we can take now. I understand that you said yesterday that they're nervous about this, but you know you've got one run.
I think I might have been able to, yes.
We have your old team, Ross.
Jill Winston and the champion so far. Not so well. They're at the top of the league. Jill Winston going to first place. leading up to this, it's also a great run until we can see quickly swing out of that there. They get a bonus point throughout this season. Now, until we hold that bonus point, it's only just until the Tuesday to take that away from us. And coming into just and they've been working on the weed. There is no weed. So I don't know what to expect now. They've become that wild card element. So let's see, let's sit back, let's see what we're going to do on this course. Yeah, the horse again now, so I think the imagine now will be taking a fairly steady to start with. And it looks like they are on their first occasional run. And that's where they're thinking maybe squeezing a bit more out of the horse as the race goes on. And look to push on the second and third rotation. Because again, once you do those in the team, you want to keep things speed and control. And that's what we're doing with the and it's 39 seconds but ladies and gentlemen, as they come around this top corner down by John Bowers machinery, the one that made this course possible today, Sandy looking comfy as they come across the line. Ladies and gentlemen, that is just with a time of 57.63 seconds. That puts them into fourth place. Yeah, it's a good one. Well, now we've got the team of Region 2. They were chasing the children yesterday. They finished second to still Winston. And they're down to today, so we're expecting that this team are going to take it steady on this run. So if you want to get behind the team that has the chance to steal that bonus point and walk away with 11 points from the team, it's going to be this team. We're taking it to this line, and we'll see Sally and the horse run off into the one. Look at the way his horse slides across the ground. I mean, he's accelerating around that corner. Massively into the diagonal. Line comes out wide. Now he's down the road. He's down flight on his track. Very smooth. As they go through the chicane, a really good speed. Very good control. I think the chicane back on line. He gets a big ball. As they hit the line, he's 2 seconds on the split. They are a second up on the split on Winston. Ladies and gentlemen, so it's George Joe get behind the scenes. He's going to run over the first place. First place. So that's the first rotation done. Yes, as 86 on the backside, Deeds and everyone surrounded with Charlie Bus and everything on the board, coming across the Bruto bend. As they hit their diagonal, I reckon it's not the Yeah, he's really smooth around, he's really stretching out, doing everything Charlie asks there. Lovely horse there to watch, doing his score. Lots of power parading on the split. 3 seconds, just below 3 seconds on the split. This is where it's now going to find that power. If they want to take first place, half through to choose. A and B, this goes right in the hole. That's a good run. That's a great run. Puts him into third place. That's clean. Taking a couple of down stop. And that's what they need to do. Till Winston was thinking about maybe retired.
They go, well, I don't want to lose my bonus point, and I'm going to make everyone else work. And the team has to cross the start line for their second run to count, because if they don't do that, then they've retired from the racing for this heat.
Yeah, and I mean, talking of strange tactical decisions, Just Wing It are in the arena now, and maybe that's the thing of the past, because I've seen a lot of potential from this new combination with this horse, as they go out looking a lot faster this time already. Annette looking around the corner where she's going to go. Sandy tucking in fast behind the horse. Looking very good, very low. Lots of grass kicking up off the wheel. Still very low around that corner as they accelerate out into the diagonal.
And this is definitely a proactive run from Just Wing It as they come across this top end. Have they got the control now going into the chicane? It's a net rush through the red back boots, double gates. Sandy sticks right in behind the pony, keeping that line. It's a nice chicane and they come onto the weave. What is that split time? It is 32, 34 seconds on the split. They're only a second down. They may move up a place here. That's what they're going to look to do. They want to get into the mix. They got one more run after this. Ladies and gentlemen, Sandy Oakman getting low on the board as they come around this top corner. Start to get behind this team because it is Just Wing It. Hooning for the line with a time of 51.50 seconds. That puts them into third place. By a whopping. They go into third place by a massive 0.01 of a second.
Wow.
That's what they've knocked Dead Pigeon down.
I mean, they absolutely deserve that. The angle we saw Sandy come round at 90 from the commentary box here was basically sideways and just skidding around there. Great boarding from him, and that team just showed what happens when you can put the pace on with the control.
Blues and Twos are in first place. They currently have the bonus point. They will be taking 11 points away from this heat. They're not going to want to beat that time, I don't think. They need every point they can get to try and knock Dead Pigeon from that top spot of the championships. It is mathematically possible for them to win, but they need every single point. And I think we're going to see another tactical withdrawal here, unless I've gone completely insane and no longer know the sport that we created.
Well, Chill Winston has retired, yeah, and Just Wing It. Maybe they don't think Just Wing It can catch them, but
yeah. And they've tactically withdrawn.
Nice little pop in an ollie there, Ryan. Love it. Well done, mate.
So, Spare Parts, who were racing yesterday, are not in this competition. Top and Tails have retired. Dead Pigeon have retired.
Wow.
It is only Just Wing It, who are 1.26 seconds behind Blues and Twos, who could challenge them for first place. And that is possible.
Yeah, I mean, that team, anything is possible with Just Wing It. I've seen them win it on the last sort of race quite a few times. But also lose it, so who knows. But I was quite exciting to think it's them that are going to get a chance to do that, and I hope they can pull it together because they've already done some great racing today.
Yeah. But now we have Just Wing It. They need... What do they need? They need 1.26 seconds to take second place off Chill Winston as they start, and that's what they're going to try and do as they come into this first corner. Ladies and gentlemen, get behind this team because this is a hot lap and they want to take first place. They want to be the cat among the pigeons, as to say.
Sandy Oakman getting low on that top corner and he's not gone straight at all.
Well, this is all about Sandy, this one. Can he hold on? This ground is very, very difficult, and this is a fast pace, so he's got to get every single line right so no corner ends up smashing him in the face.
Whoa.
He sat down a bit there, getting big pull off, almost onto his front there as they hit the split at 33.
Oh,
very
look at
low.
that slide.
What a warning from Sandy. He's skidding around that corner, going sideways again, going right on his face with his fingertips in the grass, taking the top corner, accelerating on. This is getting faster and faster. What can they do, Tom? So go to the line, ladies and gentlemen.
With a time of 49.53 seconds.
Oh.
It puts them into second place. They knock Chill Winston down, and they are only behind Blues and Twos by 0.21 of a second, but there's nothing more they can do. Blues and Twos have won this heat.
What a run from Just Wing It there, and well done Blues and Twos. That is crazy racing. I do believe Blues and Twos still got one last run, so it feels like it's over, but it's not, ladies and gentlemen. So this race is going to be a hot lap, surely, or will they just take it easy?
I think this is going to be a victory lap. They want the 11 points. They're going to go round. They're going to ask for your support because they've come out here with one single run. This team have beaten everybody else on the field with a time of 49.32 seconds. They take 11 points away from this heat, but no, they're starting to run fast. What are they doing? This is crazy. As they go into the first corner, I didn't expect this to be happening. It's Ryan Roberts, Amy Richards. They're on a hot lap, ladies and gentlemen. They want to give you a bit of a show as they turn onto the diagonal. Ryan going really wide.
Wow.
It's a good bit of work on to the red back boots, double gates. They bring the pony back. And I think they're just slowing down from here. They just wanted to show you what pace they did have, that they still had more in the tank if they would challenge them.
Oh, they were going for the speed trap, weren't they, Tom?
Well, there's no speed trap, so
right, okay.
let's just say it was 30 miles an hour.
Let's just say.
36 on the split there, just obviously, even though taking off the pace, looking very smooth, very good schooling, maybe keeping the horse in check, and then they sped up a little bit now. Amy's just going up and down. They're just having fun out here, this team, showing off as they come first place overall, ladies and gentlemen. That is Blues and Twos, and well done to them. What a weekend they've had.
With a time of 53.73, considering they just slowed down for the majority of it. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners of this heat in the elite class, it is Blues and Twos.
Yeah, second, first for them, I believe. So they're doing great, and they'll look to do that later on today as well.
Will you do the thingy, and after that, will you run through the sponsors, please?
Aidan, yesterday, how did you find the ground? Because you had quite an adventure on it.
Yeah, it was definitely one of the worst courses we've had for many years.
Yeah.
In the size of the holes and the length of the grass. Even once it was rolled down with cars, it was still serious amounts of drag.
Yeah.
There was one hole, which is the hole that took out my truck, snapped the truck pretty cleanly.
Where did that happen on the track?
So it was on the end of the long corner from the diagonal.
Yeah.
And me and Ryan both noticed it while driving around, trying to flatten it down. As you drove around, there was a big bang every time you drove over. So we both knew. We said, "Oh, who's going to end up going through that?" And I think that did Sandy as well.
Right.
That same spot where he had that weird corner where he just dropped.
Yeah.
He thinks it was the same spot. So it was just a big hole there that, because of how you're having to ride it wide, just ripped the truck apart basically.
I think it's definitely raised questions over the conditions of the arena and what we need to have in the arena.
Yeah, there's been riding on rough ground, which is part of what we do. But then there is a point where it's just breaking boards that is just it's not sensible for people to race because the next thing is not going to be a board.
Yeah, and it risks the board riders, and it also, I'm going to come to Charlie in a minute, it risks the horses as well. That's one of the big things that I saw yesterday. I was thinking the show is slow. The board riders are being pushed way beyond where they would normally be pushed, and they're on really dangerous ground. And having to do, and the horses are having to pull a lot more. And if something pops, we've got a major problem. And it was that sort of combination which kind of was like, okay, well, let's see what people want to do in terms of taking it out. And I think, from the show point of view, it definitely that felt like a show.
Yeah, it was a shame because you'd done so much work on it last night. Riding it this morning, it felt very much like, we could have had the weave quite happily.
Right.
Because it was so fresh and so new and rolled, and if it had been like that at the start of the weekend, we may have not have had any of those problems now, just for the length of it and the way it is. So it was a shame for us, I think, as well, because it turned it into a flat race.
Right.
Rather than it being, because that's the real technique.
We didn't even race this morning anyway.
We did one,
Yeah, we won and didn't win.
but he got a slightly loose shoe, so it's not worth the season. It's the sort of thing right now. If he loses a shoe, it's 2 heats ruined, or we've got to run. We'll go back, make sure his shoes are right, and then we can actually race later on. So.
Yeah. So, I kind of lost what I was thinking about there. But yeah, I think I think it's the first time that I've really seen it where I've thought, we've put all these bits together, we've got really good teams, we've got really good board, everything's ready to go, we've got all cameras in place, and now the arena is not working to our advantage. In fact, it's making us not look good.
Well, you're just fighting it. That was the thing. I think Ross said it. Just you could see good boarders on the straights.
Yeah.
Struggling to control the board because the bumps were so thick and heavy.
Yeah.
And they're usually spots you'll see people sort of standing up a bit, relaxing, trying to get their breath back in, their arms less pumped. Nobody was doing that. Everyone was clinging on for dear life, really.
But even on the turns, I noticed that the boarders couldn't get as low as you would normally get. It was all about keeping the back end of the board down.
Just keeping it ahead of you, back weight on the back end, and just push it through the whole lot. So.
It's a crying shame, really. Charlie, you've got obviously. How's Orangi Boom doing on her second weekend?
Yeah, she's good.
Having fun?
Yeah, yesterday was just enjoying practicing the weave. Today we can't do that. That's the bit that she.
Is that in case she goes to Prague? Is that
she
what
doesn't
that?
understand yet.
Right.
No,
we started getting the last.
Right.
The last week she did.
She's good.
Was brilliant.
Yeah.
She hasn't been in work, so she's not really fit to race as such. She's just here
Just to have a run.
Yeah. Get the hookups actually, which she's been brilliant at. Yeah.
Amazing. I was just standing next to me, giving me the rope. You didn't even realise the gate wasn't open. Just handed me the rope and went, I've got to stand here for a while.
Yeah.
Just
cool. Checking that she's good. She's very
So that's good. Have you noticed the difference in the new horses coming in using the pre-race gates and the old horses now using the pre-race gates?
There's no launches for
I still think Maroti could have been a different horse to start. She started
with the pre-race gates. Yeah.
What it does, it stops the race starting from the pits.
Yeah.
That's the thing, the race always started from the pits.
Sometimes the back of the pits.
Yeah, you're trying to gain a bit of extra speed. But if I'm start the race at higher speeds, then I've got a little bit more time left.
Yeah.
Whereas now that's all been pulled out of the pits. So you can still do that, you can get to that point and gun it from there and get your speed up.
It is a shame for Maroti because she's going to be very good, but she still gets too excited on the starts.
Yeah.
Just the handovers.
Yeah.
When she goes, she's brilliant.
Too excited.
Yeah.
Too excited
she likes
for
it
it.
too much. That's the problem. She likes running too much.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that it's in, and it's good that it's. I've just started noticing that the new horses seem less stressed about it than what they did before when new horses came in.
There's a lot less hookup issues, which you didn't know before. It's a big part.
Yeah. So there's the shoe. Is he going to be able to run this afternoon?
Yeah, can't risk him losing it for next week.
No.
We've tightened up the nails as much as we can, so it's not wobbling anymore.
Yeah.
But it's really hard because ground's sucking him.
Yeah.
And yesterday, literally every stride was clearing over each.
Yeah,
even with their boots on,
and everyone
click,
said
click,
that.
click. Yeah, I know. It's just the ground for horses.
Yeah. It's not ideal, is it?
No.
So yesterday you got 2 firsts.
2 firsts.
Did you get a bonus point?
2 bonus points, and we only did 2 runs.
Really? Wow, that's impressive.
Well, we just only got completed 2 runs.
Right, okay.
Whole day.
So 2 first and 2 bonus points. That is acing it, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is.
Pretty good. We did pretty well. We did pretty well yesterday. It's very different today because it is now a flat race. Because you don't have the weed, which is something a lot of people were struggling with, that pace through it.
Well, it's the only way you're going to get touches on the technical side of it. Otherwise, there's nothing to touch, just going around and around.
Yeah, I mean, there is that element of it.
Which is why it's
I'm not against if everyone says, oh no, it's fine now, the ground's okay, I'll put it back in this afternoon.
No one is going to want to now.
Well, in which case...
Nobody did this morning, they liked your idea.
Yeah, well, let's keep it out, let's keep the horses happy. And
we just have to work out fastest time on the weekend and things.
That if it comes down to that, then that means they've got to get a bonus point. That only happens if they get, and also it depends on what scores they've got the other day, doesn't it, yesterday. We'll work that out, otherwise good luck this afternoon, and thank you very much. So guys, Amy Richards from Top and Tails and Blues and Twos, Annette Rush from Just Wing It, day 2 of Cheshire after Heat 1. Yesterday there was a lot of discussion over the ground and the grass and all that sort of thing, and then we did a lot of work on it last night. Did that work improve the ground conditions for you guys?
As riders, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We felt alright into it, a lot better.
I felt safer today, much safer. I felt like I could actually push a bit today.
Yeah.
You could push yesterday.
So, that being said, so you're racing up without the weave today. What was that like?
Strange, while I was missing a leg or something, but yeah, no, it was weird, but it was good because it couldn't keep up that consistency and speed all the way around rather than having to just maybe steady up a bit, believe, and then put it back on again, which helped little Indy, which was good. Sally were right, but yeah.
We had loads of it. It was like being back in the inters. Like,
yeah, it was so
we were all
like
the same team, so we were together, and it was much more fun. Like there was no pressure at all.
Yeah.
Which is really nice. So we basically went back to basics. Like we put a steady fast run down, and then went fast, and then we went crazy fast. Which is back to how we used to.
Great. I mean, I didn't get to see the end of it, but it sounded good. I could hear it. And how did yours go?
Really well, yeah. Because I think because the course you could keep up that speed, it felt really good. That racing good, and India felt better, so we were a little bit shorter.
And how did you? But did you won the heat with a bonus point?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yes. So that was good. All good. Quite.
Excellent. All right. Well done. And we will see how it fares in this afternoon. See, it's all going to come down to that, isn't it?
Yeah, because the ground's held pretty well as well.
Right.
So it should be alright for this afternoon as well.
Well, good luck, and we'll see you again soon.